Hey guys, this is my review on this movie from 1994, The Swan Princess. So, do I remember watching this? Yes, I used to have this on VHS as a kid, but then years later I bought the DVD, and I even still got this today. So, after watching this again on DVD, and in my opinion, this movie is decent. I will admit, the animation is nice, and the songs are enjoyable, and the characters, are they likable? Yes, once you get to know them. I know there's other Swan Princess movies, but I'm just gonna remember this a lot more. Anyway, let's get to the plot. This is The Swan Princess. The movie begins with King William, played by Dakin Matthews, who's very lonely and sad, but until a princess has been born,
it's a girl!
So he named her Odette. Then we see Queen Alberta, played by Sandy Duncan, and her son, Prince Derek. Then we have the main villain in the movie, Rothbart, played by Jack Palance, who's an evil sorcerer, and yes, he does magic.
Magic.
But William banished him from the kingdom.
Everything you love will be mine.
Then years later, Derek and Odette are forced to hang out with each other, despite that they don't get along. So at first they didn't get along until they were all grown up, Prince Derek, played by Howard Magellan, and Princess Odette, played by Michelle McCastro, and they started to fall in love.
Arrange the marriage.
He was about to arrange the marriage, but Odette has a question for him.
Is beauty all that matters to you?
Well, he could have said, "You're the most wonderful person." Something like that. But instead, he says this.
What else is there?
While Odette and her dad on their way home, but Rothbart is waiting for them, turns into a great animal, he attacks and kidnaps Odette. Prince Derek arrives, William tells him what happened, and then, sadly, he dies just like that. Meanwhile, at Rothbart's hideout, he puts a spell on Odette, so that means when every time there's a full moon, she will turn back into herself. But when every time there's no full moon, she will turn back into a swan. But also, he wants to take over her father's kingdom, basically. Yeah, that was his plan throughout the movie. Meanwhile, Derek tries to find out what the great animal is. Oh yeah, we see Lord Rogers, played by Mark Herlick, and Derek's friend, Bromley, played by Joel McKinnon Miller. Then we get to a scene where Derek has to practice, and I gotta say this, it reminds me of Looney Tunes and Animaniacs, but still, it's really funny.
Duck! What? Back this!
Meanwhile, Odette has made some friends. Jim Bob, played by John Cleese, Speed, played by Stephen Wright, and Puffin, played by Steve Finovich. Later on, Derek tries to hunt down the great animal, and he thinks Odette is the great animal until later on he reunites with her. She explains to him about the spell.
Tomorrow night, I will make a vow of everlasting love.
Unfortunately, Rothbart overhears and he comes up with another plan. Through song.
No more Mr. Nice Guy, wait and see.
We also get another musical number which is really entertaining.
Princesses on parade.
While the real Odette is locked away by Rothbart, while the imposter appears at the ball. Odette's friends helped her escape. She arrives at the castle, but too late.
A vow of everlasting love to Odette.
But then Rothbart interrupts.
Odette will die.
Derek realizes that was the real Odette. Then we get to this battle between Derek and Rothbart, but in a great animal form. Then Rothbart is finally defeated, the spell is broken, then Derek and Odette finally got married. So that was The Swan Princess, and like I said, it is a decent film. So yes, I recommend, check this movie out. So there you go, that's my review on The Swan Princess. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.